say who you are, please?
Hiya, I'm Jim Nesbitt from Ecclefechan Village Hall.
Now, and you're going to be talking to me now, okay?
Yeah.
You're looking at me, and I want you to tell me as much as you possibly can about what you've been doing and what's going on today, okay?
Yeah. Right, we've brought all our stuff to the hall to the shop from the hall, which is all the props and the show things, because we've just produced a show in conjunction with these valuable artists we've got here. We've had loads of interest in it. The kids have taken a really active part from the village, as well as the adults. Mums and dads have been involved as well. And it's going to culminate tonight in a big show down at the Ecclefechan Church, where we're going to represent from 3 different villages parts of the show.
What's been the purpose of all this?
It's to get villages working together to raise the profiles of villages, and really to get everyone in the village working together to be, I don't know, a team.
I'm Jill Callender, and I'm one of the Halls of Fame team from Ecclefechan Village Hall. We've had an exciting and fantastic 2 months working with the kids in the village and the whole community to come together to produce a show showcased at the Halls of Fame shop here in Dumfries today, and we're on tour because we're going to Ecclefechan Church tonight.
I'm an artist who works in Dumfries and Galloway doing community development. We use all sorts of artworks, physical theatre, circus skills, costume art, dance forms. I've been part of a big team in the region bringing together the Roofless project in Dumfries and Galloway. That's been a series of village halls taken over by artists and any members of the community who'd like to get involved. And we've allowed the various communities have been allowed to create stories that are meaningful to them. And we've basically been there. I've been there as an artist, and a fellow artist has been working with me called John Wallace, who's local to Ecclefechan. I live in Tongland near Kirkcudbright, but collectively we've tried to kind of bring the community member story to life. And in this case, we've tried to tell the tale of how Ecclefechan came to be. And we've used beautiful, John Wallace is a video artist and a wordsmith, and he sort of created the story and made this wonderful 9-metre wide projection art of images from the village and also from the landscape around the village. And I worked on physical theatre, including trapeze, to create the story in a mime form. And we've, wherever possible, in a lot of times, allowed all the participants to come up with the actual movements and the way of telling the story, and they've had an absolute whale of a time. Then, having created the story, we set to making the costumes, which are all made to measure, and we've got representing the settlers who arrived by foot, of course, way back in the day in Ecclefechan, and who decided to settle there to stay. And they are busy growing crops and living peaceful life. In come the Romans and built a lovely road, which then later, of course, became a thoroughfare from England through Scotland up towards Edinburgh, Glasgow. And then jumping ahead in time, we had a Viking maraud happen on stage as well in our show last weekend and in the village hall. And then we jumped sort of decades, centuries ahead, and went straight to description of how the village itself was kind of built, how it was developed, and using sort of human pyramids and acrobalance forms to help tell the story of building and how the village came to be there. And the show ended with a sort of musical celebration, including Spectrum and Cayley Band, and an artist from Eskdalemuir called Nick Jenkins, who plays the violin. And this whole thing was set to an amazing score that was selected and brought together by Alex McQuiston, who's an Annan-based musician, a cellist, and his colleague Jennifer, who played the grand piano, which curiously had been donated to Ecclefechan Village Hall by the folk who built the M74. So in a way it was very